Hey, hey, let's go ahead and get started with a love reading. I already had three cards now fly out. And what do we got here? So, first card out, we got look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Okay. Next card we have is embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. And the next card we have out is passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Bottom of the deck, my beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay. So I want to keep going before I say anything about this. I want to keep going because there's a couple of different ways that this could go. This could go with somebody who is like fighting love. I'm almost getting like fighting love, like fighting against it and being like, no, it's not for me. But then there's also this other, like, and this person could be in the fifth dimension that's saying, like, just so you know, like, I'm manifesting you is what I'm getting. Somebody here is like almost pushing love away. And Spirit, please show me, what do we have for the collective? What is the most important messages that we have for love? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So it's time that you free yourself from whatever blockages that you put on yourself when it comes to love. Okay. And that can be in so many different, it could be the way you talk to yourself about it, or you don't deserve it, or you'll never find anyone good, because Spirit is saying, like, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. Well, it's right underneath the embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So sometimes it's like, we've had all these negative relationships in our lives, right? And then we tell ourselves, oh, I'll never find love, or that's just not for me because, every other relationship has been a failed relationship and blah, blah, blah. And Spirit's like, that's an old story that you tell yourself. You are capable of having what you see everyone else has, and not all that glitters is gold. But at the end of the day, like, this person can help open you up so that you can find what it is that you've been looking for. But it takes the right person to unlock that in us. But at first, we have to free ourselves. We have to, get out of the rat race of, if you keep ending up in failed relationships, are you jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship? Because if that is true, all you're doing is manifesting the same situation, just different player in the game. What is this? A magnetic and seductive quality surround you at present. Enjoy it. It says, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Like, people are going to find you attractive, but you're just kind of like, I don't know, look at their body language. Yeah. And maybe for some of you, you could be single parents, single mom, single dad. And so you're just like, I'm just going to, just put all my attention on my kids. Well, that's not healthy. How would your kids like to know that, they were the one thing that held you back from actual true love? That's a disgrace because you're not really teaching them anything. You're not teaching them what a healthy relationship really is. So, what else do we have here, Spirit? We've got pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, and that's right underneath. Okay, so listen. Maybe for some of you, there is a red flag in a relationship. Okay. Or maybe there was red flags. For some of you, it's going to be past tense. For some of you, it's going to be present tense. Okay. Maybe there is something, because it shows up underneath the look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Then there's the free yourself. It's time for you to take back control of your life. And then Spirit's like, pay attention to the red flags. Maybe for some of you, if you are in a relationship with someone, maybe this person is trying to control you. Okay. They can be too controlling. And then you're going to have to decide, is this the kind of relationship that I want to be in? Because there's a lot of red flags in this relationship. And maybe your intuition is telling you it's time for you to think about walking away. For some of you, you already walked away from a relationship that was controlling. It controlled, your time, who you hung out with, that kind of stuff, held you back, because I see her holding this child back. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're holding a child back, but you could be holding back, because of your inner child. But there's some red flags, and it's almost like you see them. For those of you who are still in this relationship, you see the red flags. You see that this is something you're gonna probably have to free yourself from this. You're gonna have to let go of this. What's the next card out? What do we got here? Yeah, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. But it's almost like you want to you want to fix this person, you want to fix this situation. But the red flags are here. But it's funny because it's almost like she's closing her eyes. It's like she doesn't want to look at the red flags because look, she's the one who's facing the red flags. Like he's turning his back on it and he's looking at her and she's just closing her eyes instead of like seeing what she needs to see in the relationship. She's not doing that. She's closing her eyes and being like, I don't see anything. Those things, those red flags that you ignore in the first place will be the same red flags that break you up in the long run. So keep that in mind. Next card out, we've got make the effort. Yeah, great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. Let's keep going. 3 more cards. Spirit, what do we got? You deserve love. You are lovable. And again, it goes back to that negative self-talk. Oh, if I break up with this person, I'll never find anyone like this person. You're right. You'll find someone better. And for others of you, you realize like you're making an effort when it comes to yourself. You're making an effort and saying, I got to do what I got to do. What's the next 2 cards out? Yeah, look at this, you guys. I can't even make this shit up. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Somebody here wants to ignore that. Somebody here is ignoring that fact because they feel that, they're not going to be worthy of another love or better love. And your other person, the one that's in the 5D, waiting for you to clear your energy of all of this, is like, I just want to let you know that, uh, we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So, and what they're saying is, I'm okay with you learning the lessons that you need to learn right now, and I will be patient for your love. Because when the timing is right, there won't be any question. Spirit, what do we got for the outgoing card? Stay optimistic about your love life. See, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Bottom of the deck. It is safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of love. And I felt like I was supposed to do that. And then this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. You've met them into the 5D, But we have to go through tests and lessons in our relationships. And Spirit's like, but that doesn't mean that all people are bad or, everybody's going to be out to hurt you or any of that kind of stuff. Spirit's like, don't even go there because you're a magnet for love. When I look at this, a magnet and seductive qualities surround you at present. It's when you raise your vibration and know you're worthy of that kind of love. I want to get actually, I want to get the advice on this. So, what's the advice on this love story? Ha! Look at this, you guys. Not for you. You know what's not for you. You know when a relationship is not for you. This is all about strategy, evolution. Not for you. Whew. So that, yeah, unfinished symphony. It's the same old song and dance. Oh, you keep ending up in the same type of relationships. And if you do, it's because there's something in you that needs to be cleared. So if you keep finding yourself in failed relationships, there's still some type of a blockage in you. And maybe for some of you, it's because you want to fix them. Maybe for some of you, it's because you feel like you need to just help them or, but we can't fix someone else. People can change. We just can't change them. They have to want to change on their own. And maybe that's your unfinished symphony, is because you keep doing the same old song and dance, relationship to relationship to relationship. But Spirit's like, this is not for you. I've always been an overgiver in relationships, where I was that person. I'm a Virgo, 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 Virgo. So I am very loyal in relationships, and I always found these project relationships, ones that I could fix up. And then you know what I ended up doing? I fixed them up for someone else. And who ended up out? Me. Because this person was not for me. The person who's meant for me is going to be somebody who wants to give to me, to give all of the things back to me that I gave to everyone else. Is that you? Does that sound like your story? Okay. But, and then we sit here and we go, man, another one bites the dust. That's what I hear. Another one bites the dust. But at the end of the day, Spirit knows. They're not stupid. They know who we're supposed to be with, but they know what we want, but they also know what we need. And Spirit's like, just trust us. Give it up to God. Give it up to the universe. Stay optimistic. The right person, it's like when you start seeing, you start balancing this out and going, okay, am I getting what I really need out of this relationship? Like, what are my wants? What are my likes, my dislikes? What do I want to do in life? What's your bucket list? Are you sitting next to the person that is going to fulfill all those dreams, or are they a couch potato? They don't want to go anywhere. They just want to work all the time. They don't want to save to go on a lavish vacations, or, backpacking in Europe, or headed over to Bali, or checking out New Zealand, or they just want to sit around and they'd rather buy, electronics, instead of actually making memories with you. I think all too often nowadays we have our heads in our phones and we're not actually spending time with our partners. But at the end of the day, are you actually with the person? For those of you who do have a partner, or you're still pining after somebody, is this person going to do all those things with you? Do they want to have kids with you if that's something that you want? And if they're telling you no, believe them. Because once you recognize these red flags, and like I said, for some of you, you're already ahead of the game. You've already recognized the red flags, and now you've made that decision that I want somebody who's going to really put their heart and soul into this relationship, because they are out there, believe it or not. Those people are out there. You just have to be patient and not desperate enough just to have somebody by your side. For some of you, you're just trying to stay optimistic about a relationship that there's no love here. There's no love. Spirit says, but you deserve it. But there's this little blockage in you that says, no, I don't deserve it. I did bad things in my past, or, I've just had too many failed relationships, or, and Spirit's like, no, 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 no. Look past that and stay optimistic, because it is possible. It's like, I love people who still believe in love after they have had their world turned upside down by love. And the fact of the matter that we still yearn for it, we still strive for it. It's funny, like I'll be sitting with a client and then, I start talking to them about love, and they're like, I don't want love. And I'm like, oh, really? And then I start really talking to them about it. And then by the end, I'm teaching them how to manifest it and how to come back to the past, because it's just this blockage that they've told themselves, or somebody outside of them said, you don't deserve love. Like, you will never be somebody that anybody will ever love. I remember my ex-husband told me that nobody will ever love you. No, that's not true. I have a lot of love. So I'm just not, I'm picky. I'm a Virgo. I'm fucking way picky. And I'm an Aries ascendant. Oh, way picky. Virgo is like critical. Like, oh, you chew like that? Yeah. Oh, ugly fucking beat. Oh, what the fuck happened to your teeth? Like, or they smack when they eat. You'll never hear from me again. Like, I'm that picky, and but I know that there's no level of perfect, but at the end of the day, like, we can get close. I just have my sights set really, really high, and once I'm turned off, I'm turned off. I'm like, okay, I gotta go. Bye. Like I'm loyal until I'm not. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm done. You know? So I know my own insecurities and I know my own negative self-talk and, those kinds of things. But some things are just, like they're a deal breaker. And I'm okay with that because I know what's not for me. And I'm not going to try to mold somebody to make them fit into the person that I need them to be in order to stay in a relationship with them. It's like being on antidepressants just so that you can numb yourself out so that you can stay in the relationship. I remember when I was married, I was so freaking depressed. And I went to the doctor and they gave me Zoloft and I literally almost died. And I was like, oh my God, if I have to be on this kind of medication in order to numb myself, I need to change the thing that is making me want to numb myself. And that thing was him, And so I was like, no, I don't want to have to freaking like almost die. Like I'm already dying inside being with you. And yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to walk away, but I was 24 years old with three babies in car seats and I made it happen. I had nobody to lean on. My mom and dad didn't fucking help me. Nobody helped me. So don't say it can't be done. Oh, well, he pays the bills or, she does this or you'll find that again. You'll just find that better. Make yourself magnetic. Find happiness within yourself and in your own life without needing somebody in your life, especially needing somebody who doesn't make you feel good about yourself. I feel like that's the message here. And with the number 10, it's like end that cycle. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. Interesting message, but just know that your person is waiting for you. So some of you, like, let's get on this. Like, stop making yourself late. You still got to go through the healing process. You still got to go through, some of the tests and lessons to see if you're still stupid. Like, because of course they're going to come back and be like, I'll change. There's still water under the bridge. And it takes longer than a few weeks for a person to change. It takes longer than a month. It can take sometimes years because otherwise you just take them back and only 1% of like taken back relationships even make it. That's not high on the fucking board, guys, because you come in with the same energy that you guys walked away with. Nothing's really changed unless it's been years down the road. Years. So I love you guys all so much. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Rumble under The Footsteps to Peace. You guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your support. I love you. Take care.